In the realm of Asgard, among the halls of the mighty gods, a tale was forged in fire and trickery, a story of rivalry, deception, and divine power. This is the legend of how Mjolnir, the mightiest hammer in existence, was born. Our story begins not with Thor, but with Loki, the cunning trickster of the gods. Ever the mischief maker, Loki delighted in causing chaos. And on this day, his pranks would change the fate of the gods forever. Loki, in his endless mischief, decided to play a cruel joke on Thor's wife, Sif. With a blade as sharp as the wind, he cut off her golden hair, the pride of Asgard's fairest maiden. When Thor saw what had been done, his fury was like a thunderstorm over the 9 realms. He swore that if Loki did not fix this, he would break every bone in the trickster's body. Knowing he could not trick his way out of this, Loki traveled to the dark halls of the dwarves, the greatest smiths in the cosmos, for only they could restore Sif's beauty. The dwarves crafted more than just golden hair, they created wonders. A ship that could fold into a pocket, a spear that never missed its mark. But Loki, ever the gambler, saw an opportunity for more. Loki, ever the schemer, found the brothers Brokkr and Sindri and taunted them, claiming that the sons of Ivaldi were better smiths than them. Brokkr, angered by the insult, made a wager with Loki. If they could craft treasures even greater than the ones before, Loki would lose his own head. And so, the forge was lit. Sparks flew, the hammer struck, and magic filled the air as the brothers set to work crafting divine relics. The first treasure took shape, dull and bursty, the golden boar, faster than any steed and glowing like the sun. But Loki, fearing the dwarves' success, plotted to interfere. Loki, in the form of a fly, bit and stung Brokkr, but the dwarf did not falter. Next, Sindri placed another treasure into the forge, Draupnir, a golden ring that would create wealth forever. Though blinded by blood, Brokkr pressed on. But when Sindri placed the final piece into the forge, the weapon of a god, Loki struck once more. Mjolnir was born, the hammer of thunder, powerful enough to shatter mountains. Yet flawed, for its handle was too short. Loki's trickery had left its mark. Loki, ever the silver-tongued, returned to Asgard with the treasures. He presented the golden hair to Sif, the magical ring to Odin, and the mighty hammer to Thor. Despite its flaw, Mjolnir was the mightiest weapon of all, capable of calling down the storms and defending Asgard from the giants. Thor was pleased. But Loki had not yet won his freedom. Brokkr, remembering Loki's bet, demanded his prize, Loki's head. But the trickster, ever cunning, argued that while his head was fair game, his neck was not part of the deal. And so, Loki kept his head, though Brokkr sealed his lips shut with iron thread. But the true winner of the wager was Thor. For he had gained Mjolnir, the hammer that would protect the gods until the end of time. And so, the mightiest weapon of the gods was born. From that day forward, Thor wielded Mjolnir against giants, monsters, and any who threatened Asgard. But this was just one of many tales of gods, tricksters, and legends. And so we ask, what other wonders and dangers lie in the myths of old? Only time, and the gods, will tell. The tale of how Mjolnir, Thor's mighty hammer, was forged is not just a story of gods and trickery, it carries deeper lessons about pride, deceit, destiny, and unintended consequences. Loki, the trickster god, believed he could outsmart the dwarves by taunting them into a wager. However, his own arrogance led to the creation of the greatest weapon of all, Mjolnir. Loki's interference caused Mjolnir's handle to be too short, making it harder to wield. However, despite this flaw, it became the most powerful weapon in Asgard. Loki thought he could escape punishment by Thor gaining a mighty weapon, and Loki himself was nearly executed. Mjolnir was not created by magic alone, it was the result of the dwarves' incredible craftsmanship. Brokkr mastery comes from skill, patience, and determination. Thor used Mjolnir to protect Asgard, show destroyed Ra protected. Loki set out to cause trouble, but in the end, giving Asgard its greatest weapon. This teaches you even bad intentions can lead to great outcomes, but, would you say that Loki's trick was a failure or a hidden success?